Rosé's debut solo album, Rosé, Success and Reuniting with BLACKPINK, the biggest K-pop girl group in the world, is currently on a break, but its 4 members are hard at work. Rosé, Jennie, Lisa and Jisoo have all been working on solo albums and projects before they plan to reunite sometime next year. The first member of the group to release an album, Rosé, spoke to Morning Edition about her solo project. Titled Rosie, the nickname she is called by her friends and family, the album signals a more personal shift for the artist. In Number One Girl, the first song on the album, Rosé, who was born in New Zealand and raised in Australia, opens up about how she felt after a fancy star-studded event. It was a night when she was supposed to feel very, very special. Instead, the artist says she went back to her hotel room and read negative comments about herself online. I felt very empty that night, and I found myself back at the hotel room. I ended up scrolling through the internet, just hurting myself. As a group, BLACKPINK has charted regularly and set Billboard records since making its debut in 2016. Last year, BLACKPINK became the most streamed female group on Spotify, according to Guinness World Records. Now, Rosé is hoping to reach some of those heights on her own. Her first debut single and breakout song, APT, has sat at No. 1 on the Billboard Global 200 for the past 7 weeks. It has about 1 billion plays on YouTube Music and more than 500 million listens on Spotify. And according to Billboard, Rose made history as the first female K-pop artist to reach the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. She spoke to Martinez about what inspired her album, working with BLACKPINK, and how she'll feel once they reunite. This interview has been edited for length and clarity. Rosé on how she felt after the events that inspired her writing Number One Girl. I was supposed to feel very, very special, but interestingly, I felt very empty that night, and I found myself back at the hotel room. I ended up scrolling through the internet, just hurting myself. And Martinez, that's always dangerous, scrolling through the internet. Rosé, very dangerous. The next day, I walked up to the studio and everyone asked me how I had been. There was nothing else to say except, I'm terrible. You know when you ask somebody, how was your day? And they give you the worst answer. I was just like, yeah, I just want to write a song that is just disgustingly honest. Martinez, and why is honesty disgusting? Why would honesty be disgusting? Rosé, I think sometimes it can be a bit disgusting. Sometimes I think I feel like I want to be the girl who promotes self-confidence and says, don't listen to what people say. But it wasn't like that at all. I was searching for validation, and that was part of me that day. Martinez, your parents are from South Korea. You were born in New Zealand but then grew up in Australia. And then when you were around 15 years old is when you signed with IG Entertainment in South Korea. So tell me about going in a circle back to your parents' cultural roots. It reminds me of Selena, the Tejano singer, Selena, who was popular in Mexico before she became popular anywhere else. And that's where her parents were from. So tell me about that kind of circular journey. Rosé, we spoke Korean at home, and so Korean culture was always part of our family. And also every Sunday we would go to Korean church. So I thought I understood the culture very well. But I remember when I flew to Korea at 15, 16 years old, that's when I started to learn that I had so much to learn about the culture, and it was a bit of a struggle the first 4 years, I would say.